All right, we're starting Unit 6, and it's all on equations. And today we're going to represent equations with pictures. So before we do that, we got this little problem here. And notice I put right here in blue. You don't have a copy of this page yet, so you can wait, just kind of follow along with my video right now. So we have 9 boxes that are all the same size, okay? And there's one that's a bit heavier than the other ones. We don't know which one it is, and that's really what algebra is about: is finding the unknown amount. All right. In this case, we're trying to find the unknown. Jake says I can use the scales to find the heavier one in just 2 steps. So this is like a balance, right? That he has right here on the bottom left, and you can see that he splits the boxes into 3 groups, and this group right here, if they're all the same size except for one, okay, then we have one set that's going to be heavier than the other one. So we already know that this group 4, 5, and 6 are heavier than the other ones, okay, by doing that. Okay, then he takes that same set of 3 that he knows is heavier, and he weighs 4 and 5. They're exactly the same, so 6 has to be the heavier one. Okay, so really, what does this have to do with algebra, right? Well, it's the unknown amount. So 6 is the box that's the heaviest, and he did it by moving things around and balancing, making sure that this is balanced, and that's what solving equations is about. All right, so an equation is 2 expressions that are equal to one another. So even if I had like 4 plus 5, okay, that's an expression. Okay, so remember we didn't have any equal sign. Okay, now we're going to throw an equal sign in there. Okay, say 4 plus 5 is 9. Even though 9 is a single number, it's still considered an expression. Okay, now, so we have tape diagrams. This is what they call a tape diagram, because it looks like if you take a piece of tape and you put it on the floor, right, or on something, it looks like a piece of tape, or it's kind of rectangular. So they call them tape diagrams. And one has an X and a 5, all right, and the whole thing is equal to 20. And the other one has 5 X's that is equal to 20. So it says, which tape diagram matches the situation? For each situation described, or choose a tape diagram. We're going to show what they mean by that. So situation 1 says, party favor, Stephanie makes 5 bags and puts an equal number of pieces of candy in each bag. Okay, that's key here for what it says. Stephanie used a total of 5 pieces of candy. Well, this is situation 1 right here, because it's an equal number of bags. All right, and they're going, so that's what the X means. So this is like X plus X plus X plus X plus X, which is the same thing as 5X equals 20. That would be the equation. 5 bags of candy, all right, and we don't know how many pieces are in each bag. I mean, we can figure it out, all right, but we don't know right now. Situation 2, so this is obviously situation 2. At a restaurant, a glass holds some water. Okay, we don't know how much. The waitress comes by and adds 5 ounces of water to the glass. There are now 20 ounces of water in the glass. So there was some water in it. The waitress added 5 ounces. All right, and that comes up to a total of 20 ounces altogether. Okay, so X plus 5 equals 20. Okay, so we can also represent these using a mobile, however you want to pronounce it. Okay, and you can see here that I got to go to this. It shows students mobile A. It says for each mobile shown, determine the missing values. So if I go to that mobile, I'll let it load here 1 second. All right, you can see that this is like a balance, so it has to be across the top. That's what equations are. So one side is going to be equal to the other, or balanced on the other side. This side equals 12, so this is like a 3x equals 12. What is x? Well, there's 3 of them, right? So that has to equal 4, and I can submit my answer, right? Good. So that's one situation you could show. Then you could do it this way. All right, with another mobile. Okay, and this one's a little more complicated, but we know that on the right hand side, if each of these triangles are 3, then that'd be 6. If we know that this hexagon is 4, 4 plus the 2, right, is going to equal 6 altogether. All right, so this one you are going to have, okay, representing equation. So you're going to have to do the ones that are circled. So one is circled. It's similar to the second problem I just went over and on the previous page that you did not have. Okay, and there's my definition of equations again. Okay, so number 2, I drew this tape diagram to represent the situation. Okay, so you have to write an equation for that situation. There's 3. Once again, same situation. So if I went over back and did this one, you didn't have to do this one, but right, this one would be, there's 6 of them, so it'd be 6x equals 9, right? Because they're all the same thing. All right, and then this one is a little bit different. So write an equation for that. There's a mobile things that you're gonna figure out what the value of each one is. Make sure you do A and B on this one. 4A, 4B. All right, and then number 6, you figure out what if that's correct or not. All right, and then you also have to do number 9. So good luck with that.